At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
All right, so we're back for another deep dive.
Yes, looking forward to this one.
Me too. And this time we're going to rewind a bit back to Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. Big day for basketball.
Huge. Everyone's got their eyes glued to the TV for those Christmas Day matchups, right?
Absolutely. It's a tradition.
And one we're diving into today was a good one. The Knicks hosting the Spurs at the Garden.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch.
Yep, tons of storylines going into it. The Knicks were on a bit of a hot streak, and then you had the Spurs with Wembanyama.
Right, the rookie phenom making his Christmas debut. Everyone wanted to see that.
Exactly. And it did not disappoint.
No, it didn't, that's for sure.
All right, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, why don't you just set the scene for us a little bit?
Sure. So you had the Knicks playing some really great basketball coming into this game. They'd won like their last 4.
Yeah, they were rolling.
Exactly. And then you have the Spurs, a much younger team, obviously still figuring things out. But with Wembanyama, they've got the potential to be really dangerous.
Right. And that potential was on full display in this game.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, 42 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks in his Christmas debut.
It's unreal. I mean, where do you even begin with that performance?
I know, right? It's like he was born for the big stage.
Well, and think about it. He's a rookie, right? This is his first time experiencing the whole Christmas Day hype.
Yeah, and all eyes are on him with all the expectations.
To come out and just dominate like that, it's special, you know?
It really is. I mean, to put those numbers in perspective for you, that's the 3rd highest scoring output ever for a rookie on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's right up there with some of the all-time greats in terms of Christmas Day debuts.
That's incredible. I mean, we all knew he was talented. But to see it translate like that on such a big stage.
Yeah, and not just the numbers, right? But the way he did it. So smooth, so confident.
Totally. He didn't look overwhelmed by the moment at all.
All right, so Wembanyama was amazing. But the Knicks had an answer for everything he threw at them.
Yeah, they did. They were not going to let this one slip away.
Especially Mikal Bridges.
Oh, man, he was on fire that day.
Season high, 41 points.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was clutch down the stretch, too, especially in that 4th quarter.
It felt like every time the Spurs would make a run, Bridges would hit a big shot to keep them at bay.
He really did. This is actually his 7th 40-point game of his career.
He's been doing it for a while now.
Yeah, but this is his first as a Knick, which is interesting.
Right. What's clicked for him in New York?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. You know, the Knicks system really seems to suit his game.
It gives him more freedom to create his own shot, I think.
Exactly. And he's also surrounded by a lot of talent, which takes some of the pressure off of him.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be the guy every single night.
And this game really wasn't just a duel between Wembanyama and Bridges, you know?
No, not at all. It was a back-and-forth battle the whole way.
Yeah, tons of lead changes, both teams going on runs.
It was a really fun game to watch just from like a pure entertainment standpoint.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Every possession felt important, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, and that's where the Knicks experience really came into play, I think.
In what way?
Well, they just made the right plays down the stretch. You know, they didn't panic. They stayed composed.
Right. And they got some huge contributions from their role players, too.
Oh, yeah. Guys like Miles McBride and Josh Hart were huge.
Yeah. McBride hit that tie-breaking 3 with like 2 minutes left.
Rice in his veins.
I know, right? Big-time shot. And then Hart was a monster on the boards all night long. Yeah. Especially on the offensive end.
Those offensive rebounds were crucial, especially late in the game.
Yeah, they gave the Knicks so many second-chance opportunities.
And that's what wins you close games like this.
For sure, and in the end, the Knicks pulled it out, 118-113, their 5th straight win.
Wow, yeah, they were rolling.
They were. And with that win, they moved to 20-10 on the season.
Impressive start for them.
Yeah, while the Spurs fell to 15-14.
So, still a respectable record for such a young team.
Absolutely, especially the West, which is just loaded this year.
Oh, yeah, it's a bloodbath out there every night.
So, big win for the Knicks. But what does this game tell us about these two teams going forward? Like, are the Knicks legitimate contenders now?
I think they have to be considered contenders. I mean, they're playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, they look really good, and they're getting contributions from everyone.
Exactly. It's not just relying on 1 or 2 guys.
And then what about the Spurs? What's their ceiling this year with Wembanyama leading the charge?
I think it's still too early to say for sure, but they have the potential to be a really exciting team.
Yeah, they just need to find the right pieces to put around him and develop some chemistry.
And learn how to win consistently, which is tough to do in this league, especially with a young team.
For sure, but I think they're on the right track.
I agree. They've got a bright future.
All right, so that's our deep dive into the Knicks Spurs Christmas Day showdown.
The classic.
It was. And it'll be fascinating to see how these two teams progress throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely should be a fun race to the playoffs.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you all next time for another deep dive.
See you later. Bye.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.